Hello everyone, and today's book is called Swimmy. This book is also by Leo Leone. He is the author and he's also the illustrator. And I'm going to skip ahead to kind of the middle of the book and show you kind of one of the ways that he does his art. This is done in watercolors on paper, and if you can see, he's taken a shape of lace and he's laid it down and then he paints over it to get some of these effects. He also will make stamps. You'll see that this one has been like stamped down, like the texture of it. So if you have a copy of Swimming Somewhere or something by Leo Leone, definitely look at his kind of art because it's pretty awesome. Swimmy by Leo Leone. A happy school of little fish lived in a corner of the sea somewhere. They were all red. Only one of them was as black as a mussel shell. He swam faster than his brothers and his sisters. His name was Swimmy. Can you find him? And remember that fish, when they live together in a group, it's called a school. Just like us, we're a school. One bad day, a tuna fish, swift, fierce, and very hungry, came darting through the waves. In one gulp, he swallowed all the little red fish. Only Swimmy escaped. He swam away in the deep, wet world. He was scared and very lonely and very sad. But the sea was full of wonderful creatures, and as he swam from marvel to marvel, Swimmy was happy again. He saw a Medusa made of rainbow jelly. Medusa, that's that part. It's a special kind of a jellyfish, but this is also the umbrella part. It's called a Medusa, and it's got all these tentacles that hang down. A lobster who walked about like a water moving machine. Look at the art of the shells and that. Strange fish, almost pulled by an invisible thread. Pulled by an invisible thread. A forest of seaweed growing from sugar candy rocks. He's comparing the rocks and the shells to being like sugar candy. The author is. And an eel whose tail was almost too far away to remember. I think that means it's very long. And sea anemones who look like pink palm trees swaying in the sand. These are anemones, or one kind of an anemone. Then hidden in the dark shade of rocks and weeds, he saw a school of little fish, just like his own. Remember what color they were? Let's go and swim and play and see things, he said happily. We can't, said the little red fish. The big fish will eat us all. But you can't just lie there, said Swimmy. We must think of something. So he's already escaped being eaten. He might have an idea. Swimmy thought and thought and thought. Then suddenly he said, I have it. We are going to swim all together like the biggest fish in the sea. He taught them to swim close together and each in his own place. See how they look kind of like a big fish together? And when they had learned to swim like one giant fish, he said, I'll be the eye. So look at that. It's all the little tiny fish, but he got them to work together, and together they make one large successful fish. And so they swam in the cool morning water and the midday sun and chased the big fish away. Your theme of our story today is, when faced with a big problem, it sometimes works to work together with more people or fish, and then together you can beat the big problem and be successful. They didn't have to hide anymore. They got to be a big fish. So the theme is, when you work together, you can do more. All right. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.